And then he never messaged me back.
Ever, like from that point?
It's your Korean girl Jinakim, and today I'm with my therapist.
Hi everyone,
Rachel.
This is your therapist.
Yeah, Rachel and Mike.
Hello everyone. I'm your therapist, Michael, today.
Why do you guys sound so tired? So I'm gonna share my another dating story.
Ooh,
another dating story with you guys.
All right, I want to hear this.
Nowadays, I feel like I want to leave Korea.
What? Why?
Live somewhere else.
Where?
In another country. I don't know where. I don't know where.
Anywhere not Korea, but Korea?
Not Korea. What?
Anywhere but Korea.
So any place like completely different from Korea, right?
Yeah. I feel like that. So I'll explain to you guys why.
Okay.
So recently I met a guy. He was a perfect dream guy.
Ooh.
Because he was very smart. He was a vet. He loved animals, and I love animals, you know. He was very nice, gentle, and good manners, and just everything was perfect. And even his appearance, my type.
Oh.
He's cute and hot at the same time.
I see a big butt coming.
So we dated like 4 times.
Okay.
And whenever I meet him, I feel like, okay, it's this guy. Okay.
Dream guy.
Yeah, I finally found the guy. Yeah, because he was perfect and he treated me so nice.
Oh, shucks.
Oh, okay. So I live in Incheon, right? But he's living in another city, and he drove all the way to Incheon to see me.
Okay.
So it was very impressive because it never happened to me. Not never, but rarely happened to me. So I was very moved and touched. So I was like, oh my god, he's so nice. And then the second time when we dated, he gave me flowers.
Okay, romantic.
Oh, wow.
What a gentleman.
Pretty blue flowers and very expensive and sophisticated.
Oh wow, so he's like a nice guy.
He had the taste, you know?
Okay.
It's important. So I was pretty sure that, okay, he's interested in me. And third time, we kissed. Okay, my parents are watching this, but yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, so we kissed. So it was kind of clear for me that he's interested in me, and he wants to date me.
Yeah.
And because we used to message from morning till night. Yeah, we had a really nice time. And then I couldn't wait. Okay, I admit that, you know, my personality. My friends all advised me that, Gina, please do not rush this time.
Take it slow.
Yeah, please. So I tried my best. But, you know, he kissed. And then, you know, what is the next? So I thought before something happens, before something happens, we should be in a relationship, because that's very common in Korea, I think. I don't know.
Oh, that was next. That's next. Okay, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How about in America? Do you guys like do something first and then become like girlfriend and boyfriend, or?
It depends on how we meet.
Really? Oh, okay.
So a lot of time we want to date first, but sometimes things don't go in order that you expect.
Okay.
Yeah.
I asked him because I felt like, okay, this is the time, but he never said that. So
he never 고백했죠? He never 고백?
Yeah, he never said that, oh, would you be my girlfriend? So I decided to say that.
So you asked him.
Yeah, because I usually do that. Most of the time, I usually say it first.
Well, I mean, I respect that. I do respect that.
Really?
You gotta define the relationship.
Yeah, and I really wanted to be his.
Okay.
So I asked him like, how? Okay, we were talking something about traveling. So I said, oh, there's a country that I really want to go with you. And he said, oh, which country? So I said, it's a secret, but if you be my boyfriend, then I'm gonna let you know.
Oh,
I said that.
Oh, I guess I'll never know.
And then I said like, okay, so if you are really curious, you can be my boyfriend. So you want to be my boyfriend? So yes.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
kind of cute.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
cute. It's very creative.
Honestly, I said that through message.
Okay.
So we were messaging.
I see.
So I just decided to say it just
Send it
to see his response.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you know what happened?
He ghosted your message.
He ignored my message like for 3 hours.
Wait, what was the duration before? What was the term before? Like instant messages?
Not
Given
like
that
instant, like
3 minutes.
10 minutes.
10
or-
minutes?
Yeah, like that.
Wow, what a
And you know, he's
Douchebag.
very busy.
Yeah.
He's very busy. And then so I just messaged him like question mark, question mark, question mark. And he messaged me later.
How
Oh,
later?
they're how later? Like 3
Don't
3
say
hours?
days.
yeah, 3 hours
Okay, cool.
later. Like oh, there was an emergency
Uh-huh.
because he's a vet.
Okay.
So I said, oh, all right.
Okay.
But then he never said something about that. And
Oh.
then he was like, oh, so did you have dinner? Like that. I felt so bad and I was very confused because I thought he likes me.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And then he never messaged me back.
Ever like from that point?
From that point, no, he actually messaged me like, oh, hi, good morning. Sorry, I'm messaging you so late. Like it was like 4 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 4 p.m. And so I could feel that he doesn't want to message me anymore.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
putting that space between.
So because I felt bad, I ignored his message first. And then the second time, yeah, I
4
ignored.
p.m.
I ignored again. And then I decided to message him. And then, okay, so how's your weekend going? And then he ignored my message and no message at all until now. So
When was this?
I don't know, a week ago,
Oh,
2 weeks ago, I don't know.
wow.
I don't remember. So that's what happened. So I want to know why. That's why I
Need you guys.
yeah.
We're here for you.
We're here for you. We're
So
here.
why
Alright.
do you think the reason
Huh.
is because I asked him out first?
No, I think he wasn't ready for commitment. Like, you put the glasses
I
on.
had to put a glass on, my therapist glasses.
Sophisticated look.
Do you think it's a Korean thing or just all different by people?
I don't want to generalize, so I just
Yeah.
want to think that it was just about him. There are a lot of people who don't know what they want yet. So they just want to date people and not just necessarily be committed to one relationship, tied down to one person. And then he just wanted to get to know you better. But then it's a douchebag move.
What is it? I don't know. Okay.
Okay. I don't know.
Let's-
Cheers.
At least nothing broke.
Horror
Okay.
story, yeah.
I think it was
Yeah.
an asshole move of him not telling you, not just being honest with you. Hey, I just want to get to know you better at this time. So would you be okay with that? And then we can later decide on whether to move forward or
Yeah.
not. But just be
Yeah.
honest about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, please. That's something that I cannot understand about Korean guys. I've dated some guys in my life, and half of them are Koreans and other half of them are foreigners. So I can compare them, right?
Right. Yeah, I think you
And
can.
whenever I date Koreans, I feel like we don't match well because I usually ask them out first and I make some plans about our dates.
Yeah.
Like, oh, let's go there, here and there. And the Korean guys, I feel like they want to get the initiative.
They wanna be like in charge of the relationship, like basically
Right.
the
So-
dominant one.
Yeah, so maybe they didn't want me to control them or I don't know. It was not about controlling. But yeah, I feel like that. So I feel like maybe it's time to go abroad and so I wanted to ask you, Mike, if I do the same thing in America, how would they react?
I think depending on the guy who you're with, right? But also within that guy, depending on the maturity level as well. Because if the guy is ready, first of all, you probably would never have to actually be the one to ask a guy because most American men, I can't really say most, we're all diverse, but I would say a lot of American men, we're more likely to ask the girl out than the girl ask us out. That is actually very unusual. Not saying it doesn't happen, but it's unusual for a woman to ask out a guy, right? Like, hey, so you want to be my? Like, it's one thing if she's like, look, we've been seeing each other for this many days.
Yeah.
I want to know where we are, like where we stand, right?
Yeah.
That's different from saying, will you be my boyfriend, right? It's a little bit different. They're similar, but a little bit different because one is, I'm spending this much time with you. You're spending this much time with me.
Where is this going?
Where is this going? I want to know, I want to have a place to put my feelings, right? And a lot of time, what a guy should do is they should be the one to define a relationship, or at least if they date, they should have an intention. And I remember for me personally, there was at one point when I was living in Korea, so like there were two Michaels living in Korea at one point.
Okay.
There was, I just got to Korea Michael, I don't know what I'm doing with myself, let's just date around. Which didn't last very long. I was pretty bad at dating. I was terrible, it failed miserably. And then there was a part of me that after that was like, I really need to figure out what I'm doing with myself.
Yeah.
And so I told myself that I wouldn't date a girl, or I wouldn't date a woman unless I had intentions with that woman.
Ooh.
So like I was like, okay, if I date you, it's because I like you. I'm not gonna date you because I see something I like all the time. But it would be like, I'll date you because I really like you, and I think that you and I do well together. Maybe for that vet, I don't know if he went into that with those intentions. Or like, you know, I like this girl. And there's some people who date and then they kind of like over time, they're like, okay, I like this person. Like I can kind of see where this is going. And then there's some people who just date and date and date and date. And they're just kind of like floating through a relationship. And they're just like, they're just there because they don't know where they want to be themselves.
Yeah.
So it's not about Korean and Korean.
I don't think so. I think there's some small things.
What Gina did was not aggressive at all.
No.
Like if it's about scaring guys or them not knowing what to do, what Gina did was not aggressively asking, hey, be my boyfriend, or will you be my boyfriend? No, you played a game, you quit, you gave a quiz, like a really cute one.
And then I told him also, like, if you want to take it slow, then yeah, we can do that too. So please let me know what you want. That's what I asked. And he just wanted to avoid that question.
I think it's respectable that at least you wanted to establish where you guys were. Because honestly, yeah, you got a point. By date 4, before you move on to date 5, at least know what you are. I completely think it's reasonable.
Yeah?
I think it's very reasonable.
Because some people say that Koreans are very fast.
Yeah, within 3 dates, we usually define.
I would say date 4 is it's not that, all right, so like I need to know like when we're getting married and like when's the first kid coming. It's not like that, but it's more of like, at least tell me if you're into me. Like tell me if this time is actually worth wasting. Or not worth wasting, but this time is actually worth being spent with you.
I would say date number 3, date number 4, but you were patient enough because you said you went out with him for a 4th time.
And then you said, let's take it slow.
Yeah.
Right? It's another thing if you're like, all right, I think we need the date. And then like the next one, you're like, all right, I think I need to see a ring on my hand. Like,
no.
Yeah.
You were actually really playful and cute. So I think it's not about Korean guys. It was about him being like a scary little child.
No, I was going with you with that. I think it's just different between dating a boy versus dating a man.
Ooh, I thought he's a man. And he's 3 years older than me.
Not all men are in their 30s.
Childish, yeah.
It's just a man-child. Yeah, sometimes money and titles kind of are a mask for a person and how they actually are. Sometimes it's really into people you don't expect that are actually more mature.
And there's another thing that I want to ask you guys. Because I feel like in Korea, guys, they don't like me that much.
Why? What makes you think that?
It never happens to me. Like whenever I go to a bar, people ask my number. Well, it happens a few times, but usually they ask numbers to my friends, not me. And when I go to like a group blind date with my friends, the other guys, they usually like my friends, not me. It happens. But when I went to Thailand, I felt like, oh my god,
I'm the one.
Yeah, everybody liked me.
Yeah.
So they asked my number and they said, oh, you're beautiful, you're pretty, like that. But I barely hear that in Korea. So I felt like, okay, maybe I should move to another country.
Has that ever happened to you, Rachel? You went to a different place and then...
You know what?
Yeah.
Sometimes I think guys intentionally do that. Showing attention to my friends so that they could poke some jealousy from me, and then I think it's really one of those childish tactic. I will say tactic because
No,
you're
it's
not being
about it.
straightforward. Just come up to me and talk to me, not like provoking this jealousy, and you're like playing mind games now.
Is that a very Korean, and both of you, is that a very like Korean, like a Korean female mindset, like just come and talk to me? Because I've also heard that like to approach, like it's a very Western mindset, like if I like a girl, I need to go talk to that girl.
I will say that it's kind of like bar culture in Korea, not conventional.
Okay.
Conventional thing would be we would be sitting at a table and we are just having a girls' night out with the food and the drinks, and then a bunch of guys would come over and ask us to can we join? And it's kind of like American culture too in that regard, but the difference is we are sitting on a table. At a table.
Okay, this is my theory.
Okay.
So
Share your theory.
I think at the blind date, they were all office workers. Okay. And the other 3 girls, they were all office workers too. And you know, our fashion, our style, all different because they were wearing very, you know, formal, like mature things. But at that time, I was wearing my wig, my gray hair wig, and street style. You know, I looked very
Gina being
like Gina, like
different from my friends. I think they were kind of scared, or that's how I felt.
I think that kind of outfit can be intimidating to a lot of people, but it should be a good thing.
I think Korean guys were like feminine women with long hair. That's how I feel, like some traditional Korean guys.
I'm just gonna say, I'm sorry, but I'm just gonna say, why do you care? Why do we care? If guys like us or not?
Because I want to date somebody. If there's no one in Korea, then I want to go to maybe North Korea, or I'm sorry about the drama. Or somewhere else. Not Korea. I can go, maybe I can go to Spain and I can be like a, you know, really beautiful woman.
You know,
I don't know.
I kind of get it. In a way, I kind of understand, because it's like when I went to Japan, I don't know what it is about going to Japan, I get way more attention. Like when I was, from when I was living in Korea, from when I was in Korea, I had way more like Japanese girls like.
What does that make you feel?
That makes me feel super sexy. No.
More confident.
It does make me feel more confident. I think, alright, so just from knowing Japanese people, they're pretty curious. And Japanese girls are pretty curious, and I think they just see a foreigner and they'll like wave. And I was young too. I'm still young, what am I talking about? And so then they'll wave, right? But then when I open my mouth and start speaking Japanese, then it's like, then there's another element to it. So now I'm foreign, but then I'm also speaking the same language. And so then I can have conversations with them. And so it was just, I don't know why, it's just, I just always got more attention in Japan. You're like, oh, okay, what's up? If you just keep going right by me.
There's
I feel you.
There's something like this. Like, for example, one of my friends, he is not that popular in Japan. I mean, he's not considered handsome in Japan, but in Korea, he is considered handsome. So I think there's difference because the standard of beauty is different.
Which I think,
Whoa.
I think you're pretty attractive. I think you're very attractive.
I think so. But that guy made me feel like that.
I mean, don't care about him. Don't.
I'm not sad, and whenever I make this kind of video, they comment like, "Gina, you are so desperate. Please do not."
I mean, you're not looking for pity, or anything like that. But I think it's a good observation. It's a good observation, and I'm also curious just with the type of men that you've met.
And I've lived here entire life, and I've met only guys here, living here, right? So that's why I want to live and see the world and meet different guys.
Right, I feel you. Feel free to slap me for what I'm about to say.
Okay.
Let me tell
Can I have that off?
Yeah, feel free. Okay, I've heard a phrase from someone a while back, and so just listen to the saying. Okay, if you always look for things around the toilet, you'll always find
poop.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm also wondering, just because you and I don't talk about it all the time, but I'm also wondering the type of guys that you find, A, how do you find them? B, where do you find them? Or like, how do you meet them and where do you meet them? I know that I had patterns too when I looked for people.
Right.
And for some odd reason, I found similar people. And I had no luck with them ever. And so I'm also wondering where you're looking and how you're looking. If it's so similar to where if you notice a pattern, then maybe it could be that.
I think that's very smart. But then it's gonna be a stretch if Gina actually decides to move to another country just because to date other guys. I think you can start by changing your lifestyle. If you were just surrounded by this kind of environment, then you could stretch out. You could you could go to another gym, you could go shopping there, you could hang out with these people, find new group of people that you will hang out with. So in the larger circle. And if your reason to move another country is not to have more experiences or experience other whole different culture better, but just to be liked by other gender, then I don't think that matches with your personality. It doesn't sound like something you'd do either. It's just like,
you know what? Honestly, the reason why I want to go abroad is that because I want to experience some new guys.
cool. Then go.
Where? And new culture too.
I thought it was going to be something really deep. I was expecting something really deep.
Me too. I was actually.
Hi.
I was about to get like enlightened.
Yeah.
Cultured.
Well, the one thing I will say to you before the video ends is try to be the light that the fireflies always get attracted to. But the fireflies are moths.
Try to be the light, guys.
Attract. Actually, I don't know if fireflies are attracted to light.
They are.
They are? That's what I thought. So be that light. Instead of being a firefly.
No, not fire for the moth.
Bam! So that was deep. So be the moth, because if you're the moth, you're always chasing after the light.
Right.
But if you become the light,
Be the light.
and then
빛나. 진아 빛나잖아.
Okay, right guys.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for watching my video, and I don't know how to edit this video. And I know you're gonna say something la la la. And
Appreciate it.
yeah,
She needs it. She doesn't need it, but it's always nice to hear that.
But I think some of you need it. And kind of knowing some of, I know my audience, knowing some of the communities out there who also watch all three of our videos, I think some other people need to hear this message as well about wanting to come to Korea and then looking for a different place to fit in and thinking that they might fit in. But again, you got to be comfortable in your own skin before you try to fit in somewhere else.
Well said.
I just wanted to share my story. So thank you so much for watching my video.
Dr.
And
Rachel.
check out my friends. Their info should be down below. And we filmed videos together. So please go watch their videos too. And thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
your advices. Thank you so much. And
We'll see you guys. Bye. Peace out.
okay, bye bye.
Peace.
Bye.